Hello again guys, now in this video we're going to be looking at the McFarlane, Clive Barker's Tortured Souls 2, The Fallen. Like Series 1, in this series there are 6 figures. Now, as much as I like these figures, it just seems that not as much love has gone into these as Series 1, to be honest. Although Series 2 I think came out a couple of years later, it just doesn't seem to have the same sort of connection or feel that's to Series 1. That being in the sense that these all seem quite industrial, mechanoid. And there wasn't no Clive Barker story to come with them to get any idea of their backstory, to be honest. So there's not too much I could tell you about the characters because I simply don't know, to be honest. They're literally just the figures came out, and that was that. Now I've heard mentioned that the Infernal Parade, which I'll show you them in another video, are essentially the Tortured Souls Series 3, but for some reason or another that they then decided to call it the Infernal Parade. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. It's just something I saw on the internet, and it might be an absolute load of rubbish. But Infernal Parade to me is just as good as Series 1. I'm going to call them Series 1, 2 and 3. And out of the 3, these are the least good of them all, to be honest. But every single figure you can get, and you can get it mint in packet and quite cheap, so there's no real reason not to have them in your collection if you are a collector. And like I say, they're quite cheap. The detail in them is good, but I just don't get the feel of them, to be honest, in terms of they're quite like I said, industrial. There's just no, I don't like the fact that I don't really know the story to them, to be honest. I don't know why, but the Infernal Parade, they had a story. Clive Barker wrote a story for them, and out of the 3 series, the Infernal Parade are my favourite, then Series 1, and then the Series 2, The Fallen. But let's have a little look at the figures. Let's just get them out of the way and look at each one individually. Let's start with let's get you out of the way. So this guy, absolutely horrible, to be honest. This one's called Feverish. It's just basically a fat bloke on a slab with some little demons pulling stuff out of his guts, to be honest. One brilliant thing is his eyes hanging out, and you can see, let's get the packet one actually, right into his belly, and there's also very good detail in there as well, and there's a little monster in there as well, I believe. Oh no, sorry, he's loose in the packet up here. But on the back of the packaging, you've got the 6 different characters on there, and it says basically Operating Room 888, Dr. Barker, Dr. McFarlane. What that has in relevance to a story, I just don't know, sadly. So that's Feverish. The next one we'll have a look at, sorry, let's just get him out of the way. The next one we'll have a look at is Moribund. Now this is a cool figure and very much in the same style as Dr. Talassak in Series 1, and a nice sort of touch, you get a removable mask on there, lots of little wires, pipes, lots of brilliant detail in there, to be honest. Why he's on here, don't know. just don't know any of the story to it, to be honest. It's a bit infuriating because I'd like to know. Even if you wrote it now, you know, and I dare say it'd probably help with the sales of figures if people did know the stories. So the next one we'll have a look at is, let's have a look at Zane. He's the tallest of the figures, mainly because he's obviously on this stand, quite squished up there in the packet. These all are articulated on the back there, very gory, little chain on there, oh, and a nice cobweb. But why they've got themselves in these positions and things, I just simply don't know. Love to know the story. This is Camille Dwyer. Like I say, all these figures are quite easy to get hold of as well. And she comes with a base to stand on, because if not she'd just be falling over all the while. And the blade, if I can I'll just lay that down, the blade in her head actually rotates as well on there. Just move her out of the way. This is Celtics. Again, lots of articulation in all the arm bits. This on the back here looks like what the Scythe Meister had in Series 1. And I like the fact that her head is actually detached from her body. It's just held on by these two pins on the side of her head. She falls over quite a lot. That's a figure that's quite prone to being fallen over. But again, really cool figure. All the pipes going on there. And the last figure, which is actually quite hard. Out of all of them, I found this one the hardest to get hold of, which is Suffering Bob. Which he comes with a separate little face mask on there as well. And I've seen people display him completely the wrong way, in all sort of like that, and don't know, this bit always comes off. That just slots in there. So yeah, so they're great figures, plenty of detail on them. Can't fault them for that, but they just don't. There's just no. They're just lacking the something. They're not lacking the detail. I just don't know. It just seems like they just picked some horrible things and just slapped some, just slapped some metal bits on and blades and hooks and that just to make them even horribler. So they're the 6 figures. Like I say, Suffering Bob, Camille Dwyer, Zane, Feverish, who's the other guys, Zaltax, I think I said, and of course Moribund. So, like I say, you can get these figures quite easily enough. If you do have trouble with any of them, it's probably going to be this guy, Suffering Bob. When I did have trouble getting hold of him, I got him imported from America and then suddenly popped up all over the place, which I should have just waited. But I hope this video helps you guys if you're looking to buy one, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.